Well, welcome everybody. We're still awake. Yeah, it kind of looks like. First of all, I'd like to thank you for the opportunity to present Chile here. I've got a really difficult task. Chile is a country of 5,000 kilometers, and my task is to give you a very brief overview of what we do. Actually, we will be mainly looking at kilometer 1 of Chile, and the rest is for another time. Maybe a couple of words. I'm speaking on behalf of Fraunhofer. Fraunhofer is one of Europe's main applied research institutes. Thanks to Fraunhofer, we all have these nice earphones and we listen to music, MP3 technology. In Chile, we work on biotech, agriculture, and solar energy. And we, as an institute, are there since 7 years and in the invitation of the Economic Development Corporation of Chile, Corfo. So I'm presenting here on behalf of both of these institutions. And besides, I'm joined by 6 companies from Chile here in the event. Also sponsored by Corfo, who likes and helps companies to explore what's going on in the world. So a little bit about Chile. It's this big pepper you see on the map on the west side of Latin America, and we have from the driest deserts to one of the world's biggest capacities in sweet water in our southern glaciers, and everything in between. We make nice wine. It's one-to-one copy from what we have seen the last couple of days here in the valley. We export lots of fruits, a lot of salmon, a lot of food. And for the Chilean economy, agriculture is important. And I think it was really interesting for us to hear in the connection with companies and farmers that actually we are not the only one dealing with the problems we have, but here in California, at some kilometers of the most high-tech environment in the world, actually farmers here are facing the same problems as our farmers face in Chile. So apparently the world is slowly getting really globalized because in the end, we're all working on the same. So we have quite some challenges. As said before, 2 years ago, Chile, the Chilean Economic Development Organization asked us, in collaboration with other partners, to write a strategy about smart agriculture, or Industria Inteligente, intelligent industries, if you translate it from Spanish. And they wrote about smart cities and smart mining, and they had to write something about agriculture. And that's when my agriculture technology career started, because we started to explore in Chile what is actually being done in technology related to agriculture. And we have the same labor problems. We have the same problems with technology. And my colleague from Chile can tell you much more about it because she does even more field work in the real hard agriculture. And that opened an opportunity to kind of see, okay, but what is actually the problem we have? And in one of our most northern regions, we see it here on the map. That white line is the border with Peru. And the Chilean government, the regional government, opened up a new valley for agriculture straight in the desert at 2 kilometers from the beach. It's about 1,000 hectares which are put under production at this moment, but clearly have challenges with energy, water, and efficient production. Now, a little bit more inland, there is a valley that produces most of the tomatoes for the south of Chile during winter. And they, at this moment, in the production systems they have, produce about 200 tons of tomato under shade nets, which is quite a production. On the other hand, the Dutch, with -20 in winter, produce 700 tons per hectare. So that means that if we would put technology here, the potential is tremendous because we have 25 degrees all year around, really nice. It's dry, you can control, land is cheap, there's an airport, and there is a city with a lot of little startups working on technology. Besides, we have the highest solar radiation in the world, which makes that we ended up with getting a project together with the development organization to do smart solar agriculture to make this one of the most competitive agriculture regions of Chile. So up there you see a little picture from the current type of production systems we have. It's mainly netting, but you have sandstorms as well. So what you see there is how our netting looks after a little bit of a sandstorm. So, which is one of the problems. I think what also was great to hear and sharing with all of you during the last couple of days is that actually we're facing all the same problem. We have an agriculture sector that looks for solutions. We have great tech companies, startups, lots of drones, lots of sensors, lots of really cool stuff. But how do we get that cool stuff into the boring agriculture? Because I think one of the things we see in Chile as well, there's a lot of tech, but agriculture is not considered sexy, yeah, to say it like that. Because mining is fun because there's big money, they give you a big truck. Smart cities is cool because you can look in the world, etc. But agriculture is kind of, On the other hand, as our friend from Bayer said, it's one of the most complicated sectors. So in this environment, and that's something Fraunhofer normally not do, we started to create and try to create an ecosystem. So we actually sitting down growers with the solar sector and not only make them speak to each other, but try to make them understand each other. We're actually taking these cool tech companies with their startups and with their artificial intelligence. We take them to a greenhouse and say, put your sensor there and try to connect it. No, but there's no energy. Well, solve the problem. Yeah? No, but it's humid. Well, that's not my problem. You're the cool tech company. So that's what we discussed now. How do you get these tech guys out of Silicon Valley and make them dirty their hands? And it's fun because we discussed it various times this week. And we're doing an attempt. Next year I can tell you if something worked or something didn't work. So, but anyway, we will learn a lot. Another step, what we decided, we have discussed a lot about kind of that a lot of times technology has to adapt or has the farmer or obliges the farmer to adapt. So we said if we have to introduce technology, the first step is that it should not be invasive, but facilitating. So we're gonna try to optimize existing production systems, putting cheap sensors. You can't do anything fancy. And nowadays there are so many cheap solutions to actually help to get data and understand what's going on. And then as a third step, and it's all going parallel, is kind of actually build something with the local industry, because we have all these people around the table, that is an optimal solution for that specific region. Again, what we heard this morning in the first speaker from Bayer. Every region is separate. Every region needs specific solutions. So that's our challenge. And besides that, I think it's not only our challenge. I think it's a tremendous, interesting region for international companies. It's not only tomato growers. Seed companies like Monsanto, Syngenta, Bayer, they're all in this region to do counter-season production. Production of tomatoes, any fruits are excellent. It's a fantastic region. The Chilean government has a special law, an exemption law for the development of this region. You can come, invest, and you won't pay any taxes for the next 20 years. So we're also looking kind of, okay, we're going to do an impulse in technology development, but we also want to invite you to come up to Arica and join us with this challenge of doing agriculture. And I'm not going to 3.0, I'm going for 2.0. I think if we achieve that all together, I think we will already have done a great thing. Yeah, so combining IoT, energy, and adapted production system is the challenge we work on. All invited to join us in that journey of exploration, how we can actually make it work, because we actually have to do it. And any help we can get is very welcome. So, thank you very much. I'll be around. Hopefully, very open to all ideas that are here and all those of you who would like to share with us. Thank you very much.